Afternoon, folks. Thank you so very much for joining me today on Viewpoint. My name is Wendell Moore, and I'm here with you until the 1 o'clock hour. That's when we turn over to the news. We're also streaming this program live on TV Carib. And for those of you following TV Carib, a very special good afternoon or good evening, whatever time you might be watching this. And we're also on Facebook. If you don't know how to get to Facebook because you are not following anyone that is involved here, you can follow the radio station. They have their Facebook page. You can follow my Facebook page. It's all up there. And my guest today is also streaming on her Facebook page as well. So we are all out there. And wherever you are, you have an opportunity to plug in and be a part of the conversation and to benefit from what is being discussed, especially, I was about to say, especially if you're a woman, but I want to take that back because there are a lot of good men out there that would support their women to get involved in things that are helpful to help them gain their ground and chart their course as they find their purpose in this life. So with that said, let me introduce my guest, who happens to be Amanda Vital, Bedminster. She is here with me. She has been for some time now. She'll let us know how long she's been working on the Rising Women concept. I call it a concept. I don't know what title she would give it, but it's the Rising Women Stream Edition, and she'll explain what all of that is about. And when it's going to be happening, well, they're having an event. Actually, good afternoon to you, Amanda. Is someone else missing that should have been here?
No. I'm the one. Good afternoon, Wendell. I see you call Brenda name. I probably guess she's listening to you. That's my friend as well.
Okay.
But no, the team and I normally do all the marketing. The team is on the other aspect of it as well.
Yeah, so you're having an event at Motorworld Show. And I want to know, what is it about this event that women need to know so that they would recognize that that's the right place to be at that given moment, which is March 15th, actually.
Wendell Moore, thank you so much for having me on your program, first and foremost. I'm highly appreciative of it. I love your question, by the way.
You do?
I do, because I do think our women are in giving a space where they are not only being empowered, encouraged, and inspired, but they're giving a space where it's multi-sensory. So it is giving them all aspects of what a conference can look like and still be in a space that touches the arts, that touches your eyes, your ears, your taste buds, that also is run and curated by women, for women, and for the men that loves us.
Yeah.
Because you made mention of that. But foremost, the Rising Women is for women to come into that particular space and meet other individuals, network with other individuals, and in this case, the STEAM edition, to meet women from St.Maarten that have been pushing this particular genre, science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths. And we may not have had the opportunity to speak to them, but they're in a room open and willing to share their experiences, and also open and willing to talk to you privately after they've shared their experiences. And you could get some further insight and realizing STEAM is just not those topics, but it touches everything in our world. In St.Maarten, no matter what you're doing.
But this event, however, comes right on the heel of International
Women's Day, which was on March 8th,
Sunday.
Sunday. It is a Women's Month event because we're celebrating women for the entire month of March. It was pushed in 2020 for that particular month. We celebrate women, and all the various events that they're having this month, we celebrate them. I always talk about them no matter where I go, because I think it's important for us to have a space. Now, outside of that too, we also have events throughout the year, and that's also important to attend as well. Variables, women event. But definitely the month of March, and especially this year, it's Give to Gain. we understand the concept because this is a free event. We're
Okay.
giving and our women are gaining.
Let's stick with women for a minute. Do you find that women can be, well, they are important, no question, but they can be underprivileged, misused, and basically find themselves in a place, a time where they actually don't even feel as if they have value?
Can I add to that as well? It's not only women. It's women and men can fall in that particular area. And because of such, I think we need, like I mentioned, the space where you could feel valued. I've had a woman come in, and that particular year she said, all I wanted to do was sit in a space with women that I would not have had the opportunity to speak to. And by the time the end of the program, she came to me and said, thank you, because I needed this.
No.
So this is a space where you can push off on that very idea that you thought nobody would have interest in. Because we're telling you, do it. Do it scared. Do it even if you don't have the full money for it. Do it if you don't know the plan. Just do it. But take the first step into doing it. Because a lot of us wait until things are right. And that's not necessarily needed. You don't need to have $1,000 in the bank to start where you want to start. Start where you're at. And that space pushes you as a woman, pushes you as a man as well, to hear stories that can move you to your next destiny.
But at the same time, you have to give credit where it's due, because I find that the St.Maarten environment in particular have lots of women occupying
Key positions.
Exactly.
Leadership positions.
Yeah.
I must give it for our local St.Maarten itself, because outside of us, let me see. I've noticed the tourism sector has quite a bit of women in leadership positions. The tourism in I know Anguilla had them, Dominica had it, St. Kitts have it. You see the names popping up right now on Facebook acknowledging directors in the tourism arena. So women in leadership is not that it does not have us there in those spaces, but a lot of us think that we can't get there. And we need to change that mindset, saying, yes, you can also be a woman in a particular field. In this case, we have the director of BTP. That's a technological communications leader. And sometimes we think, oh, this is tech, engineering. How can I fit into that bracket? Yes,
Should
you
be a
can.
man.
Sorry?
Some people would think it should be a man.
No, it should not be a man only.
Yeah.
I always think two is better than one.
They associate
Yes.
those technical aspects.
And this is why we need
to men
to move.
managing.
One of the ladies that actually is a panelist, came on the scene when we were moving from analog to digital. That's 30-something years ago. So she was a techie, and she's going to share her story as well. So when you look at it, a woman could have done this 30 years when we really believe a woman have no place in it. Hurricane Lewis, I think, was a prime example where we could have seen, let's a woman could pick up a block and do cement and build a house, though I wouldn't want to do it. We've seen women done it because they had to. And then if I even go further, like way back historical factor, we'll see because the men had to leave for war, women had to become the men. And that's where the whole independent movement came in and messed up the whole thing. Nonetheless, we see women are capable. We just need to believe that we can.
Yeah. I'm trying to throw a monkey wrench in this whole operation because there are all kinds of stuff that are factoring in here. I'll take school for an example. Right now, there are more women involved in teaching than men. So it also goes to show that opportunities are out there for women, yet I'm wondering if still there are women who try to keep other women down and push them down, and hence a movement like yours is what would revive in them. But you have a purpose. You can fulfill your purpose. Here's the space where you are inspired to fulfill your purpose. is there any way that women are still involved too, as sometimes helping people to believe that they don't have a value?
I think human beings do it, period. It's not only women. You find it on both aspects. Nonetheless, yes, we like to call it the crab in the bucket.
Yeah.
We pull each other down, we have conversations, we do chatter, we do all of that. We find that human nature across all. I always tell people there are certain organizations that I love. The structure is good. Everything is perfect. What messes it up? Humans.
But isn't that
because
we are
that's
good
a
at?
mindset. It's a mindset, and we have a limited mindset thinking that there's not enough for everyone. That's not the truth. There's enough for everyone. We also have a limited mindset thinking, if I don't hold on to this thing tight, this other woman gonna take it away from me. No, boo-boo. There's enough to share. You handle your business, I handle mine. And as a matter of fact, if two work together, they're better. Because we would explode exponentially. That's the word. Yeah, we would explode. So it's better for women to work together. Once you find someone that you can trust and partner with. But the mindset is what we need to change. There's possibilities to expand. There's possibilities once we change our mindsets.
Amanda, is there going to be any men around?
Oh, you better be there. I love having men in the room. I'll be honest with you. Some of my best feedback came from men in the room. They just love the atmosphere. They love the way how the women that are on the panel or the keynote speakers share their stories, how they're open and willing to give in-depth information. They always think that the room is electrified.
So you're saying that what you're sharing here, invitation is extended to
males as well.
Men
to the men that love us, come in the room. Definitely come in the room. You're well appreciated.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about what would be happening.
Sure.
Take us through the room and let us know how and what would be happening. First, they have to register.
You have to register. Registration is open still. The room is filling quickly. We do have a cap. You can find registration on my page, AMB Vital, that's on Facebook, or Amanda Vital Bedminister. You can find a registration link there. It will carry you straight to Eventbrite. You can also call me. Please call me within working hours. 587-7627. 587-7627. I can share the link with you via WhatsApp. That's a possibility as well.
You'll get the how-to information.
You will get the how-to, you will get the link, and you can go directly to the link and register. And once you're registered, the door will have you there. We'll do all the scanning. You make sure you have your ticket on your phone, or if you prefer to copy your ticket, that can be done, and we'll scan you right in so that we have you. Outside of that, we also, once you're registered, we also send you a couple emails, nothing to fill out your inbox, but more to keep you informed on what to expect, who's going to be in the room, what products are going to be in the room, and with that said, who's going to be in the room. So we have 3 dynamic panelists. I mentioned one who was a part of the analog age, very dynamic lady. She's also a member of the BPW, Professional Business Women, and she's also spoken at UNESCO as well. Very much into the tech world, Kathia Magdalene. She's going to be in the room. We also have Shamika Kamera. She's from International House of Design. She is a young, beautiful engineer. She's also an interior designer. And we have one of my dearest friends, because I've known her from a teen, Miss Michelle Bowers from Physical Therapy. Oh no, look, I call in the name. She used to work at Physical Therapy Stephens when I was a teenager.
What's wrong with calling the name?
I know, right? It's no longer in existence. But she owns her own care clinic, physical therapy, but she started at Physical Therapy Stephens.
Okay.
There's a whole story behind that. That's why it's stuck in my head. It's stuck in my brain.
No problem.
So those are the 3 panelists. Our keynote speaker is a director of BTP, and that's Ms. Julianne Hoover. So she's going to be giving the keynote address. Those are our speakers and our panelists. Outside of that, like I mentioned, it's a multi-sensory room, so you're going to be experiencing different things created by different women. We have Coco Mood's Concepts that's bringing in her St.
Oh, that's still
Maarten.
going.
Yes, Coco Mood Concept
I
is going to be in the room. She has her items. She's going to be bringing that to sell. I also have my friend. These people I support.
She have not visited me for a long time.
All right, Crystal, you need to visit.
Oh yes, I
Crystal,
remember
you
when
need
that
to-
started.
Yes, so she's going to be in the room. I love her product.
Yes.
I have one of our bags. Every time I travel, I make sure to say, look where your bag has traveled with me. It's in this area. It's in Saba. It's in Dominica. It's here. I travel with her bag and make sure I promote it. Where have Coco Moods been with me? And then I have Kiss My Naira. That is feminine products. She does beautiful oils and bars for women. Like I mentioned, I use and I support these products. And then we have Tess Verhey. She's going to be doing the art walk. So we have a complete art space. All her art will be on display. And she'll also have miniature pieces for sale as well of her art pieces. We have Swaliga Slangs in the room. They're going to be given the experience. We call it the experience. So that's a culture aspect to it, games, etc. So all the women can be involved. We have our dynamics singers, Miss Natisha Hansen. She's going to be singing. We also have Miss Essence, Claudie Chazy. She's also going to be singing. We have National Institute of Arts that's going to be performing, doing 3 live performances. You hear the multi-sensory. The room is just electrifying.
Yeah.
And then we have
Also
a
dress code. Like
female.
you have a dress code for that? Because
Oh,
that room,
yeah.
I've driven by many a times and see activities going
Correct.
on in there, and it really bring,
It elevates the
yeah.
space, definitely. But the space is also elevated. So shout out to Motor World Showroom for sponsoring that space as well. They gave us that space to host that event. It's actually our 3rd or 4th year working with them.
Okay.
And they host us every year for free, which I'm grateful for. So shout out to Motor World Showroom. We have DJ Dope Girl is a young female DJ that's also going to be in the room. The dress code is innovative chic with polka dots.
What was that? Describe it.
Innovative. So you're thinking a little different. You look nice. You look cute. If you put on your nice dress pants, dress shirt, or a dress, or you could wear even a pants with a jacket, but you have to add a little polka dot in it somewhere. Even if it's a polka dot scarf, a polka dot shirt, whatever the case is. And of course, if you don't have it, that's optional. We want you in the room. But the concept behind the polka dots is steam. You normally have a straight line and everything is connecting the dots. So that's why the polka dots is being used for that event. And of course, we have an in-house restaurant that will be taking over the whole space. So drinks and food will also be on sale.
Okay.
The vendors are for sale. The drinks are for sale.
So
come
walk
out
with a
and
little
support.
bit. Walk with some cash.
Walk
your
with some
maybe.
cash. Walk with some cash.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
What's the takeaway for those attending who might not have been to a rising woman event?
I like that question. Nice question. I think for me, personally, it is one of the ways that I've learned to give, and it's also one of the ways that I've gained. So you coming into the space is not just you being empowered and encouraged. You are also giving of your time and opportunity. And what you gain is so much more because you have the opportunity after to either link with someone in the room, have a conversation that inspires, be empowered to move on your project.
Get an idea.
Yeah, with an idea. And I have those. I've had women that end up being partners on business. I've had women who said this, I'm launching my business in your room. I've had persons call and had connections with people in the US and the UK, if I'm not mistaken, and they've done projects as well. The room, like I mentioned, is electrifying. I don't know how God does it, but he does it well. Because he's always at the he's a forerunner from my stuff, always. But he does it in such a way that you never leave empty-handed, no matter what. Something was left in you. something was deposited. It could be a seed. I may have watered a seed,
Yeah.
or whatever, but God will
Sometimes
give it an increase somewhere.
Sometimes that's the unseen
There's an
part of
unseen
everything. The
element.
seed
Yeah,
from
that's already
which,
there.
when
Correct.
planted and nurtured,
Exactly.
is going to yield fruit later.
Exactly. Every part does its share. And I think this is my part and this is my share. And I am grateful for everyone that comes into the room, because I think if you're there for a reason.
All right. Amanda Vital Bedminster, who is my guest today from the Rising Women's Team edition. That will be held on the 15th of March.
This Sunday.
Right around the corner. And all you need to do is to register so that they can know exactly what their limit is like when it comes to filling that room. You almost filled, you said?
I'm almost filled. We have a capacity of 100 persons.
Okay.
And I'm almost filled.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because I didn't even mention that what I do is I invite the high schools to send at least 5 of their students.
Okay.
Last year we did it for the first time. Persons got connected to management and I'm intentional. I'm not gonna bring you in the room and just invite you and don't think you don't need a connect. No, I made all the managers recognize who you are.
Okay.
and I'm like, you need to meet at least one of these students and have a conversation, and that happened.
This can be a springboard for one person, maybe.
Yes.
When it comes to planting themselves.
Yes.
And getting recognized
Correct.
as a good candidate for
Correct.
even a job somewhere.
And that's exactly what happened. This was a springboard for jobs. This was a springboard for internship.
Yeah.
This was an excellent springboard for our students who are interested in this field. And all they had to do was show up. Some of their mentors came with them, and the mentors were with them walking with the other. So at the end of the day, like I mentioned...
How often do you do this?
This is in its 7th year.
Oh, okay.
This is in its 7th year. After 2020, you know how it goes with COVID.
Yeah.
So we had to do it virtually, but it continued. And then we went straight into in-person again.
Yeah.
So in the 7th year, this is our 7th year.
Never get tired.
Why should I? Listen, it's a lot.
Okay.
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm so grateful to my team. Thank you so very much for assisting me. It's a lot. We never know where the money is coming from.
That's the next hurdle.
We never know where the money is coming from.
When people see the good you're doing,
it gets done.
Yes.
And that in this case, I've noticed that persons started to recognize it. So certain sponsors, when we reach out, said, yes, I've seen it and I want to be a part of it. I didn't even have to say much. Or I had persons say, can I give a gift for the women? And you could raffle it. I've had all of those things happening just in that space. Listen, I tell you, God on my side. God is in this. Else we wouldn't be going 7 years strong. Okay. And the idea is never about me per se.
Yeah.
It is always about how can I enrich you? How can I empower you?
You are so flamboyant.
Thank
Anyhow, let me take a break quickly. I'm here with Amanda, who is geared up to host this show upcoming at the Motor World showroom. And it's for rising women. If you think there's space for you to rise, this is a place for you to be.
I like that.
Let's take a break quickly. When we come back, we'll continue our conversation and let you know more as to how you can register to be part of this. And welcome back to our conversation with Amanda, who is here. Well, seems like someone would like to share some information regarding to what we're talking about. Let's go to... Oh, she didn't want to! You called the wrong number. The right number, but the wrong connection. This is live. We have reserved this time to connect to the world. So if you want to call a radio station right now to do any kind of business, you'll have to probably wait on, because the call will be filtered straight in here. Okay, so with that said, and getting that out of the way, I really thought somebody got really, intrigued and
to call?
Rising.
Maybe they are.
You can never tell. Yeah, so Amanda, I wanted to spend some time on uh, some experiences that women are having, which is not the best ones, which gives what you're doing the kind of energy that is often needed to spark the right thing and the right feeling for some of these women. But we have a lot of women who, as much as they are, and I just mentioned a little bit earlier that they are pretty dominant, especially in St. Martin when it comes to key positions, and it overshadows some other women who really need to be inspired because they are led to believe that they are of no value. They are just to be used. And they're out there. What would you say to those kind of women?
Women who believe that they are being used and
Well,
have
they
no value.
no value. I wonder if being used is the wrong word, kind of rigid, but they people talk down to them. They feel like they don't have any
So they need
place.
to build their self-esteem,
Yeah.
their confidence. All right. So one of the things, and sometimes we don't, it's very important that we find individuals that we can share with. Outside of that, too, I also think it's very important that we find ourselves as women. I'm a huge believer in therapy. I'm a huge believer, period. I believe in God first and foremost, but I also believe in therapy. And a lot of times, self esteem and
Self-worth.
confidence is low because of what we have experienced in our youth or even in our day-to-day operations, but most likely it's a thread from our youth. And I do think there are organizations out there that are women-led or are there to assist women in whatever area they're having those particular difficulties, be it abuse, mental, physical abuse, be it abuse is abuse, period.
Yeah.
And there are organizations there that can assist. Prominent Women is one of them, and that one also is to do with physical abuse and mental abuse. There are organizations that offer kickboxing if you're being physically abused. But
I mean,
therapy works,
self-defense.
self defense. There's one, I think it's on the Red Cross, if I'm not mistaken. He does a self defense for women. But I think our therapy is necessary for us to rebuild ourselves, rebuild our minds,
Yes.
rebuild our spirits.
Internal.
Yeah, the mind is a primary thing.
Conditioning the mind.
Conditioning the mind. I think we need therapy. I believe we need therapy. We need to find a way how to condition it, how to stand and withstand. And once you start to build your self esteem, you'll notice your tolerance level will not accept certain things. You will put boundaries in place so that individuals will not cross that boundaries and you'll be able to communicate such without feeling
Yeah.
less than.
But you can't be too defensive though,
You'll
because
be able to communicate how to build boundaries,
Yeah.
how to put certain things in place so that your no is a no. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Your no is a no. Your no is a full answer. And the way you say it, you don't always need to explain something to an individual. I think we always think, no, I can't do this because of this or because of that. No, honey, it's not necessary. No, I will not be participating in X, Y, and Z because it does not align with my purpose. That's it. And that is a complete no with a sentence, straight to the point, and still, nice it's communicated nicely.
Yeah.
So I think we have to get into therapy. One, learn how to build our mental capacity, learn how to love on ourselves, start doing things to love on ourselves. And once you could get into that place, listen, one of the things I enjoy, and this is just me, I'll sit down by the beach at night, because I like to be at the beach at night, and just watch the waves. And that's self-love for me. That's calming, that's everything. And then I'm capable of going back into society and giving. But I always try to give from a full cup and not an empty cup. But the full cup only happens with love because I gotta pour it in. I gotta pour into myself. I definitely need to make time for myself. I definitely need to speak to someone. I have a therapist as well. So You need to figure out as an individual where you're at, where you're currently at. What do I need to help myself? How do I add value myself? Start to love on myself. Sometimes we don't really love it.
The love of self is something that I think some people
You need.
hold themselves back
Yes. Yes.
from doing. There's another area where we find women as well, either isolated or lonely in just them and them alone.
Truth.
How do you get these people to not only appreciate that they are in a space where they're fulfilling their purpose so that they can, really shine rather than pull themselves down and have that pain of just being alone?
Each one knows one. We know someone who's in that position. Sometimes they need a hand. Invite them to come with you and just bring them into the room. A lot of us are isolated. Yes, the face is there. We might see you, but outside of that, we don't see you because you have to work in order to eat. But we don't know what else going on. Each one help one. So if you know of a woman that is in a space like that, I would ask you to invite them to go together with you because probably they just need someone that they can trust. It's not an easy thing because they're not open to everyone. But I think if an individual have discernment and they can recognize an individual and see, listen, I recognize that you're always by yourself. Would you like to go to an event with me? Or take the time and befriend that individual? Because that person is a slow trust. She has trust issues.
Yeah.
So it's going to take
because
time.
they have to let go too.
Yes, it's going to
So
take
they
time. So you have to definitely be, what's the word? Have patience and also show that you have good intentions behind of it. Because
that's the invitee, the one who is inviting the other person.
Because it takes a while. You're
But
not going to get
that
somebody.
other person that are being invited also have to condition themselves to take the leap of faith to trust, because
It's a trust.
it's like, you know what, I good ways.
I good ways because I've been through.
Yeah.
I've experienced adverse effects. I've tried having relationships with females and it never worked out. And like you mentioned earlier, how do you deal with these type of women? Nobody, man or woman, was meant to be by themselves. It's lonely out there. We're not meant to be constantly in a mental war with ourselves at home and feeling defeated. That's not what we're meant for. Absolutely not. I don't think that. It doesn't sit well with my spirit. You will have to try. I know we don't want to try, but there's always 5 persons that you can reach out to that you have probably not realized that this is it. And you have to come to the space. Let me not say it that way, that you have to. There is a space for you. There is a person for you. There is a friend for you. There is someone who will be willing to show you the path. Another thing, not everyone is there for you for the entire year or 10 years. You have to also recognize when people are there for you for a season. You come in, some people are coming for 3 months, bye-bye. I did a project with you, it was nice working with you, bye-bye. I might message you every 6 months or every year, and probably the next 5 years. But at the end of the day, it was my time. This was the time I'm supposed to spend with this person, and that's it. And then there's some people that are there for a lifetime.
Yeah.
You just got to know the seasons.
Can you also substitute and keep yourself occupied when you are in a space where you are there alone and getting involved in some sort of productive activity where you're actually doing something that can
also bridge a gap, and you're getting in a space where you're meeting other positive persons. So yes, you're alone, but there's so many alone, but there's the Lions Club, there's the Rotary Club, there's Toastmasters, there are women organizations. In this case, there's this conference. I can come in and network and meet other people. It might not be a best friend situation, but it is definitely, I get to meet this person that I think is interesting, and I do that. I choose one person whenever I go to a conference, and I listen to the speakers, or if I see someone and I want it, I choose one person And that one person I have a conversation with. And I feel fulfilled. I do have additional conversation, but this one is intentional. Because you have something I need. And I'm going after what you have that I need. So any room that I go in, I'll find one person. I don't need to ask a whole heap of questions, but I know what I want from you. That's just me.
All right. All right. So on March 15th,
Sunday, March 15th.
The Rising Women STEAM edition. Rising Women says something.
Yeah.
What?
You're rising. The word itself is your woman is rising. We have women. We're never stagnant. No one is ever stagnant. It's up to you.
What about by choice?
Just come to say, it's up to you if you don't want to grow. It's up to you if you want to hit a wall. It's up to you if you don't want to read a book and increase. It's up to you if you choose not to grow. But as a rising woman, you start as a teller in the bank. You go on because of your work habits, you become a customer service agent. Because of your work habits, you become a loan officer. Because of that, you become the supervisor over this. Because of that, you become a manager. You're always rising based on your character and your work habits, no matter what it is. Students are not left in kindergarten. They go from grade to grade to grade. They're always rising.
Higher education.
Exactly. They're always rising. Even if you don't reach the famous bachelor's, master's, PhD, and you finish high school, you make it your business to rise.
That's secondary because...
Secondary, right. You make it your business to rise wherever you're at. You're always rising. So that's what it's called, the rising women, because you're always rising. You being in the room meant that you got up, got dressed. You know the doors open at 3:30. You know we start at 4 p.m. sharp. You put on your clothes. You came to the room. You rose up, drove to the event, ample parking at the event. You came in early, had opportunity to see the vendors. You got a drink. You do whatever you want. You talk. I'm there. I touch everyone that's in the room. Don't ask me how I do it. I touch everyone. No one passes me. I make it my business to smile, touch everyone. I don't know how I do that. But that is you rising. That little move is you rising as a woman. Is you rising as a man. You chose to come into a space. You chose to get up from bed. You chose to put out your little polka dots outfit and come into a space where you're going to rise and be elevated in a multi-sense.
How do you motivate people to, if your husband or your partner or your male friend wants to be there, they can too?
Yes, they can.
So how do you get men involved or feel like there's room there for them as well? And what would they bring to the table or even take away? Just support? Let
me tell you something. I love having a man in the room. Okay, so I will be honest. My husband does not conquer. He's like, man, this thing ain't for me. So does my husband. He's like, this is not for me. But he's the one who built some of the stuff that are there. He supported me behind the scenes. He brought items to the space. He did this. He did that. So the support is still there. And indeed, when the man comes into the space, I tell you, I kid you not, these men sit down with their faces so the whole time they're smiling. I kid you not.
That's an opportunity to look at the value in women from another perspective.
Right? They definitely value us at another perspective. They value how we go through things and how we process things. And probably they didn't get to see that one-on-one, and they get to see it this time around. So to motivate a man to come out is simply, well, darling, if you want to be with me, please come into the room.
Yeah.
Right? Or I'll send you a little clip if you can't attend.
All that.
But I love you to be there.
Yeah.
I also had a friend who came in, and because he's an entrepreneur and he also loves youth initiatives, he did not know that I had invited high schools, girl. When he came in, he said, oh my God, I love this. you're giving them opportunities, and they're in the room as well, because he's an entrepreneur, so he understands it, and he understands it. He even studied entrepreneurship. He has a master's in it, and he was so blown away by that one little element, that students could be in the room. So men do enjoy this. Men see what is possible. It's just a gorgeous event. I love it.
All right. I'm happy to share it with my listening audience.
I'm
and
glad.
with
Thank you.
the entire nation about what would be happening on the 15th of March.
Yes,
That's
sir.
this coming Sunday.
Free entry. It's
And
complimentary.
cost you nothing but just register.
That's right.
And one way to register, you can go to Facebook and just type AMB Vital, and that should give you the right person, and you'll see all the instructions there as to how
Right.
to
You
register.
can also find it on Instagram. Sorry, it's in our bio on Instagram as well. AMB Vital. Yeah.
Or you can just shoot a message to 587-7627.
What's up?
You get all the information you need just to make sure that you feel comfortable when you get there. Well, when you get there, you're going to feel comfortable. After meeting Amanda, I guarantee you, she is so radiant, man. She just
Fills the
lights
room.
up every
Thank
dark
you.
space in the room.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate
and she's
that.
going to reach out and touch you and say, welcome. Yeah. She don't even know you from Adam. But she's behaving as if you grew up together.
And that's
in the
important.
backyard.
That's
Yeah.
important. It's inclusive.
Yeah.
It's very important.
It sounds like it's a nice environment to be in.
Yes.
It's for rising women.
And the
that's
man that
behind it.
loves us.
And
See Randall face. And the man that loves us, Wendell.
it's okay. Rising women. Is this connected any to Women's Day last Sunday?
Women's Day last Sunday, I actually went to one of event, but it's connected to the month.
The month.
The month.
Oh, it's more a month.
It's
thing.
a month
But
event.
when is Mother's Day?
Mother's Day is in May. I can't even give you the date. It's
Okay.
the first Sunday in May, if I'm not mistaken. But let me also add, Randall, because I'm very much for everything that's going on. There were 2 events on March 8th. One of them was Ann Myers had her.
Yeah.
She was acknowledging the women. And then, as well as Adulting had a women's event on March 8th. I attended theirs. I try to attend as much as possible. I know I won't be able to attend the one that's happening on the 28th of March.
Because you won't be here.
Because I'm off island. But I love Audrey Jack.
Yeah.
So I'm always going to promote her stuff as well and say, sign up to that, buy your tickets, get in.
Fine lady.
Yes, fine lady, get in. It's always nice to support others.
Yeah.
It's definitely nice to support. And of course, go attend at least one. Mine is free. Audrey own is have to pay. So attend 2. Because we got
Support.
It's support.
Yes.
You could come out this Sunday and enjoy the environment. It's nothing demoting about it.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing demoting. Everything is rising.
I must let you know I don't get that feeling.
No.
That
No,
there's
it's not.
anything demotivating
There is
about
nothing
it. I try
demoting
to find
about it.
everything that looks a little weird, if I may use that word, with women like overtaking. They're in everything. They're the big bosses now. They're the politicians. They're all the teachers. It's almost to a point that women is basically taking up. Sometimes it's called to question, where are the men?
All right, so we do understand that, yes, I think women are getting more educated at this current time. The tables has turned somewhat. Women are definitely getting educated. The independence movement has played a significant factor in that.
Yeah.
I will always believe...
You think let me cut you off and ask if you think is it overdone? Or it's too much?
Empowering women?
Yeah.
But they're empowering men too. I think men are being empowered as well. I'm so grateful for Adulting. I mentioned the event they had on Sunday. That's a men panel that's hosting their own thing with having conversations. Now, I ain't saying they ain't getting hammered because they're talking from their part, and women talking from their part, and we have to find a balance in between the both. But men are standing up. There's an organization on the French side that are dealing with dads.
Uh-huh.
And the dads, they have a space where dads and their children will come. Because I never knew, as a woman, I have children, I never knew that men felt scared with their children. They felt like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. The mother knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
I never knew that. And then when that organization popped up, when I was speaking to my friend, because he's in it, he's like, this is how I felt. I said, I never knew that. I honestly did not know it. So I think our men are rising as well. Case in point, Cameron just posted something on Facebook. He wants to do something with men, and he chose to do it on the 15th of March at 5:30 in the afternoon on the boardwalk. I'm pushing his stuff as well.
Say what? So there's an activity for men.
So there's activities for men, and he's saying, bring your child, bring your child or your children, and we'll meet by the playground on the boardwalk on the 15th of March at 5:30. Men with their children. So you could send your significant other with your child, and you could come to the rising. That's how I look at it. But men are stepping up. There are men that are coaching persons in baseball or basketball, whatever sports they may be. There's men that are doing dance and will say, oh my goodness, your children. We know Rudy is one of them. There are men that are standing up. Yes, we would love to see more. Yes, we would love to see more men organization. I am a person, and I always tell them that I was in Toastmasters. I am a Toastmaster, but I was in Toastmasters, and I recall that I had done a project with a team for prostate cancer. What did I do? I don't have no prostate. What is my face doing on a poster for prostate? I pushed myself in the back. I worked from the back, and I put a man to take charge. Because this is your subject matter. Mine, he wanted me there for the whole time through, and I stood with him for the whole time through. We came to the interviews. We had a full room for that prostate chat.
So the but is, you stayed there in support.
I stayed in support.
Although you don't have a prostate.
And it doesn't bother me. Why? I still think at the end of the day, I'm a helpmate.
Yeah.
I'm a helpmate.
All
I
right.
believe in a man being a man.
Yeah.
And I'm a helpmate. I'm there to assist.
Okay.
No matter which or what way.
Okay.
So, but men are right.
Final pitch. I gotta wrap it up
Oh, Lord,
for
I'm
the folks
pitching.
to
It's
come
1
out.
o'clock.
For the folks to come out, and the ladies in particular, rising women, to come out to the event on
Wendell,
March
thank you
15th.
once again. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed the conversation.
No problem.
I would like to invite St.Maarten. Of course, we have a limited space. However, registration is still open. You can get us on Amanda Vital Bedminster Facebook page or AMB Vital Facebook or Instagram. You will find the links
But don't
there.
Facebook and Instagram work together?
Yes, they do.
Together?
They
Yeah,
do.
so-
But on AMB, if you're a person that likes Instagram,
Yeah.
you could go on that page, and the link is on my bio.
Okay.
So it carries you directly to the registration page on Eventbrite. And even if you're on Eventbrite, you can post the Rising 7.0. It will pop up.
And if you need additional help,
And
you can
if
call
correct. You can call me
during working hours.
yes, please, and thank you.
587.
587.
766.
WhatsApp me. I will send you the link directly. It's Sunday, March 15th at the Motor World showroom. We start at 4, but we start at 4 sharp. I am always on time. Always. The doors are open at 3:30. Come in. There's vendors in the space. There's a whole restaurant in the space. Come in, meet persons, have a conversation, and then we begin promptly. I am looking forward to seeing everyone in the room. I am also grateful to the sponsors that came out. And let me say this, partners. Those that has partners with us. Orco Bank is one of them. Motor World is one of them. Port St.Maarten also came in. Credits, quite a bit of sponsors are there. We are grateful for the partnership. Wendell, thank you so much in allowing PJD2 to end your show, to have me in here talking about the rising women.
No problem at all. Thank you too for your time and for
Thank
coming
you.
in and sharing
Thank
with
you.
us. This can be a turnaround for somebody, folks.
That's
the
right.
space to be on the 15th of March.
Thank you.
4:00 in the afternoon until they close. I don't know what time that would be.
6:37, something around there.
Oh, that's enough time to get back home and
That's right.
put the kids to bed and everything
Right.
else. Okay. Amanda, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's it, folks. That's how we're going to do it for today. It's good to have you. Thank you for staying with us. We'll be back again tomorrow, God's willing, at 12 when it's lunchtime. You share your lunch with us as we provide the information that we feel is necessary for your consumption. Until then, you take care of yourself. Over to the newsroom we go. Goodbye.